Wow, we just had multiple X-class flare explosions from our sun, one containing a radio burst that is so strong that it is triggering proton level storms. I'm Sarah Starr here with your real-time space weather and your collective energy update. The sun is wild right now with activity, and it is absolutely affecting our field. We just had an X1.7 solar flare with a type 2 radio emissions clocking in around 804 kilometers per second. Pretty dang fast. This tells us that the sun is literally screaming through the heliosphere right now. Right before this X1.7 solar flare, we had another X-class flare back to back from region 3274 in the northwest quadrant. One of those was a long-duration halo CME moving at 1,321 kilometers per second, and that's the kind that's actually going to hit Earth. One flare even reached into those strong R3 radio blackout levels, and it was tied to a Type 2 and a Type 4 radio sweep, plus a 10.7 centimeter radio burst around 800 solar flux units. That level of burst usually means an energetic proton event is coming, and it has hit us. As you can see, we raised well into those S1 solar radiation storm levels. Protons hold mass. You are going to feel these effects physically, and it lines up with the Castelli-U radio burst that we picked up on. Over the past 2 weeks, this active region 4274 has been on fire, literally. It has grown even larger in size. As you can see, we finally even reached into those 900 levels, still in beta, delta, and gamma configuration, meaning very magnetically complex and growing. It may even split into two separate entities and then rename itself, renumber itself. But proton levels still high, so anything that is being emitted from this region is going to add onto that proton storm that we're already feeling. Flare probabilities, as you can see, still a high chance of having more X-class flares from here, more geomagnetic storms, more activity affecting you and your consciousness. We already reached into those G1 minor geomagnetic storm levels. That energy is going to last well past the 12th that we see here. Actually, this may be updated even today to see if those have stronger geomagnetic effects, but it is not done yet. Solar wind parameters are still showing that we have that negative polarity due to the high coronal hole stream. That is basically meaning that the Earth's magnetic field is a little bit weaker. It's being tugged, it's being stretched, it's being stirred up and electrified. And here's where that region sits. As you can see, it is Earth facing 4274. Yes, we have many other regions on the sun, but this one is the most active and by far the largest. Now here's the big one. The solar wind is expected to intensify around the 10th because of the X1.2 from the 7th that is passing Earth, plus another CME right behind it, that X1.7. This is what creates those cannibal CMEs, stacked impact, stronger disturbances. So between the 11th and the 12th, expect the solar wind to spike again because of the CME and the asymptoting with the trailing shockwave. So between the 11th and the 12th, expect the solar wind to spike again because of the arrival of those CMEs, those halo CMEs with the trailing shockwaves, of course. What does this mean for you? Because we're going to be going through those periods of a G1 to a G2, possibly getting into those strong G3 levels depending. So that's minor to moderate to strong geomagnetic activity. This translates into dizziness, fatigue, vivid dreams, pressure in your head, your crown chakra, timeline jumps, tech glitches. Watch my Mercury retrograde because that starts today. That video is going to be posted later on today so you can actively understand what's going to be happening for the next month. Apologies. We're also going to see some psychic downloads because of the high gamma radiation that is slamming in fast. The X1.7 CME is going to hit us first. Following right directly after is that X1.2 CME that is going to arrive later tomorrow on the 11th. That's going to layer in this energy. So if you feel like you're being rebooted, you actually are. Space weather environment affects the Earth, and when we had that X-class flare at the same exact time, we had these large magnitude earthquakes in Japan, and they are still popping off. What we have learned is that when we have high-speed coronal hole streams, when we have large X-class flare solar activity, we tend to have some major catastrophic kind of deals happen here on Earth. Earth, whether it be typhoons, hurricanes, earthquakes. We're also having a Schumann resonance blackout that I see that everybody is freaking out about. Don't freak out. This is a snowstorm. Those sensors in that Schumann resonance chart specifically are located in Tomsk, Russia. They are very, very sensitive. And yes, for the rest of the week, they are going to have snow showers. So you will expect to see on the Schumann resonance graphs in Tomsk, Russia, that they're going to be popping off because of the high precipitation, the high humidity. It's going to create those spikes. Don't freak out. Just use your discernment when you are listening to spiritual teachers talk about the Schumann resonance, because they obviously don't understand the scientific background of it, and snowstorms having an effect or lightning strikes having an effect or anything like that. So it's not all just woo-woo and spiritual and this, that, and the other. This is actually a snowstorm, a snow event. It's a snow event. But that's not all, because today is the first day of Mercury retrograde. And yes, I did make a video just for you pinned on my page. Make sure that you watch this. We are in a huge activation window that is blending intuition, cleansing of these old timelines, these old narratives. It's going to collapse. It's going to strengthen your field before the next solar wave. I will be watching this closely. Follow for the next update. And if you're worried about how this energy is going to specifically affect you, head over to my website at sarahstarofficial.com. I have several different services and reading sessions for you if you're interested in learning about your natal chart, your starseed origins, or just a monthly cosmic forecast that is directed to you.